Hey guys, Joe and Amy here. We're going to be looking at another series of Unpacked. So we were recently in high school and we were speaking on this whole topic of what is your profile. So you have an online, you have social networking, we're all in there, we're active on it, and we are projecting a certain image. And ultimately we're trying to project, perhaps maybe, if I could be so bold to say, a false reality. We're trying to actually paint a certain picture in an online space that maybe we actually are not being honest with who we truly are in our day-to-day. Perhaps when it's behind the screen, when no one's looking, in our private world versus our public world. And ultimately what we're trying to talk to and what we were challenging the student body was, as we watched this video clip, we saw this guy that went on a social experiment. He said, you know what, I'm gonna post all these amazing things that I'm doing. I'm gonna do this 10K run, click, camera, post it, but in all actuality, he just got back into his car and drove back home, saying he's an amazing time with his girlfriend, but in all actuality, it was a relationship breakdown. Saying that he's having an awesome time partying, hanging out with his friends, but in all actuality, isolated. And at times, although that's been very dramatized in the clip, that very much can have aspects and pictures of true honesty in our day-to-day life.
Yeah, absolutely. And in the assembly, we kind of unpacked a bit more about how we go on social media and what that means for us. And we talked about intrinsic value to begin with. We talked about how basically God gives us value, and no matter what we put on social media, that's not where we're going to get our value from. We can be the fittest person, we can have the best relationships, but our value does not depend on our circumstances, and God doesn't want us to feel that way, because when things come crashing down, then we kind of start to begin to doubt ourselves and to doubt our life. Also, comparison is quite a negative thing for social media, and that can make us feel sometimes undervalued, that our life isn't as good, but God still loves you so much, and God still died for you no matter what your circumstances are. And then we went into belonging, and I think the way that we treat social media, it just echoes the fact that we need belonging, that we need to feel a part of something. We need people to like us, we want people to be our friends, and that's why we have this need for posting things on social media and making ourselves the best that we can be. And ultimately it comes down to our need for community, and it's absolutely amazing. God gave us a desire for community because He wants us to live in fellowship. He wants us to love one another, and that's amazing that God would give us a heart for other people. Social media just reflects that completely. It reflects that we need other people in our lives to make us thrive, and God really wants us to have community, but He also wants us to have community in our day-to-day lives, in our face-to-face conversations with our friends, with our social clubs, with our peers, all these different things. You have community in so many different ways, and God has given you that so that you can be the best and you can love one another as God has loved you.
And to kind of wrap it all up, just like what Amy's saying there with community, it's an incredible opportunity to find that community space. You know, as Christians, for us, we love Jesus. That church-based community is so impactful and so powerful. And so if you don't have a community, or if you feel a bit maybe on the fringes, you know what? Give it a go. Try out a church. Try out to walk into a church that loves Jesus and ultimately wants to also love on you, so that ultimately you can not only meet Him, but also you can be the best person that God intended you to be. Guys, follow links below. Thanks for watching. Until next time.